Today I want to talk about what may or may not be a real popular topic, the umbrella. It's a controversial piece of kit. I'll tell you why. A lot of people think it's not worth the weight to carry, especially on a through hike, to carry an umbrella. A lot of people that I hiked with on both trails, big trails that I've been on, AT and PCT, I don't know that any of them carried an umbrella until they wanted to carry an umbrella. And I'll go over that. That's what this video is about, what it's useful for, why you would carry one, and I'm going to make the argument for it, not against it. So let's get in. Okay, which umbrella? This is important. You know, we're going to go for the lightest weight, so that's already a given. So the argument about which one's heavier, you know, you can get umbrellas like golf umbrellas that are this wide, and they're useless because you'll never navigate through trees on the trail. So you want an umbrella that's kind of small and definitely light. I prefer the Snow Peak and the Gossamer Gear. Those are probably my two favorite umbrellas. This one's a Z-Pax only because the other two weren't available at the time, but they are pretty comparable. This is 1 ounce heavier. It has the reflective material. It has no metal at all anywhere in this. That's the one thing I liked about it. Everything's plastic on this, so it's not going to attract lightning. What are they good for? Well, they're good for a lot of things. Probably more things if you're a female, and I'll go into that in a second. The obvious things are that it protects you from the rain, but it also, in the case of the PCT, it protects you from the sun. Believe it or not, with this material, this reflective material, when I was in the desert and it was like, I don't know, like 100 degrees, we'll say, right? I tell you, I am not kidding you when I tell you that it was probably 80 degrees underneath the umbrella, especially that one section just north of Tehachapi, or sorry, just south of Tehachapi. That was probably the hottest section I've ever been on trail, near the aqueduct. And I made the silliness of hiking it during the day, but at least I used the umbrella, which really helped me get through that. So rain and sun are two of the biggest things that you would use this for. But I'm going to give you another couple of ideas that perhaps you didn't think about. And ladies, are you listening? This one's for you. So I'm in the desert and no trees around, or very low brush, you know, nothing really that I could call camouflage. So what do? I gotta go pee. You're over there, the guys are over there, whatever. I just lay it down and boom, I have some coverage. I have some protection. It's not elegant, and you can move it around wherever you have to. It works. Hey, I'm just saying. It helps protect you. It helps give you some privacy when you need it. But yeah, okay, this one involves a story. I have, as you know, I'm a big fan of the Dyneema duplex tent and or Altaplex, whatever have you, Dyneema tents in general. They're generally also very sheer. They let a lot of sun through. I have trail days this year, and what I actually did that made a lot of people laugh was to open up this umbrella inside the tent. The sun was beating down on me. I feel like I was getting a sunburn literally inside my tent. And by the way, just so you know, sun destroys Dyneema. It destroys the laminate. The laminate has a heat point, and I just learned this recently. If you want your Dyneema tent to die a real fast death, leave it in the desert sun. But anyways, to get back to the story, I set this up inside the tent and laid down underneath it, behind it, and lo and behold, it was like 20 degrees cooler underneath this. And trail days in Oregon, Cascade Locks, it was easily 105 degrees and very windy. I was grateful for the wind. But yeah, so this particular umbrella weighs 6 ounces. You can get them, the Snow Peak is 5, the Gossamer Gear one is 6, but the Gossamer Gear one is metal. It has metal in it, which I'm not a big fan of. There is a little bit of metal in the Snow Peak one. This one's the Z-Pax one. Actually, no, you know what, now that I'm looking at it, but it is brass, so it's not conductive metal, but there is metal here. I see it. But all of these pieces, they're all plastic. Everything else is plastic on this. So I shouldn't say that there's no metal, but anyway, there is a little bit of metal there for sure. It's a great little piece of kit. It'll fit in your backpack. It'll fit on a plane. Like you'll be able to still put this in the overhead luggage compartment on a plane. For the 5 ounces, this is a handy little thing to have. If it's raining at night and I have to go to the privy, boom, I take this with me. How many times we've been hunkered down in our tents at night during a rainstorm and wanted to get up to go, you know, do our business or whatever. Handy thing to have. We would go into towns. Handy thing to have. How many times was it just beating down rain in a town and we had to go to the laundromat, get supplies, whatever? Boom, had the umbrella. Done deal. It's just an amazing piece of kit. I highly recommend it. Anyway, I just thought I'd throw this in here because it was kind of funny that I got teased quite a bit over the years about having one, and I stand by them for sure. Anyway, let's go get it.